Welcome everybody to Extreme Power No Handling, and today we're dealing with a 1986 Dodge Shelby Omni GLHS, and it's got 875 horsepower, 616 pounds-feet of torque, and the car itself weighs 2,778 pounds. Can do 0 to 60 in 5.056 seconds, 0 to 109.155 seconds, and going to a top speed of 220 miles an hour. So yeah, this is our first hot hatchback on this series. It's our first front-wheel drive vehicle on this series and our first 80s vehicle on this series, so a lot of firsts. And yeah, not expecting this car to beat the Bentley Continental Supersports, because that put in a ridiculously good time. That's obviously a modern all-wheel drive, really rather high-powered sports car. But it will be interesting to see how it does compared to the two Volkswagens from the 60s, and especially the Audi Q7, because that's a modern all-wheel drive SUV and that did not do very well. So yeah, let's see what this car can do. Now obviously this is not a highly sophisticated front-wheel drive vehicle, certainly not a modern one with trick diffs and suspension and really good brakes, etc. And yeah, obviously it's even older than the year that this car is, because it's based on a 70s design. So yeah, we haven't got everything in our favour, but it is lightweight and obviously has plenty of power, so hopefully it will be able to make up for any of its handling deficiencies in the speed department. Obviously with it being wet and it dealing with way more power than it had originally, it's got 700 horsepower more than stock, which is effectively a Hellcat on top of what it had originally. It's yeah, dealing with a lot in conjunction with the rain and with the car getting to speeds that are going to be rivaling its original top speed, if not more. Plus there's more weight up front, because even though it was turbocharged, it only had the one turbocharger. Now it's got two of those and a much larger engine, not just in terms of cubic capacity but in terms of cylinders as well. So it is a V6, but because of the unique way this game is designed, I can't tell you the cubic capacity, so no idea how big. I imagine it might be about 4 litres, because it was 3.7 originally when I put the engine in the car, so can't tell you for sure. Hopefully they change that kind of thing in future games, because for a racing game where you upgrade your vehicle not knowing the cubic capacity of the engine is pretty stupid. But yeah, 1 minute 34.275 is an okay first lap time. But yeah, long way until we can at least beat the car in last place at the moment. Really struggling there with the understeer. Pretty good improvement there at 1 minute 32.069. car's struggling for traction all the way through those gears. Whether or not that's down to the tyres themselves or because it's in the rain, I'm not sure, but I imagine even in the dry that the front end of this car will be overwhelmed with the power. At least the brakes aren't as bad as I expected. I guess it helps that the car is relatively lightweight. Easily one of the best parts of this car, even when stock. So yeah, another improvement there at 1 minute 30.321. We're about a second behind the Q7 and those two Volkswagens though, so we need to eke out some more improvement in these final 2 laps. Certainly doesn't suffer from the same suspension problems as those Volkswagens though. Which I guess is no surprise, this car's about 20 years newer than both of those. And it certainly isn't, you know, got the weird layout of rear wheel drive, rear engine. Oh dear. Right, it's going to be up to the final lap now to see if we can actually make some improvements. No improvement that time, which is no surprise considering when we barreled into the tyre wall at the hammerhead, but final lap. So it's a bit of a do or die situation here. The car is way more controlled than I was expecting it to be. Again, like other cars, it is basically a case of how far you push the car until it ends up showing its flaws. Well, we haven't beaten the Audi Q7, but quite frankly, being only that amount of time behind a far more modern car with all-wheel drive and, you know, modern tyres, modern brakes, etc., and a hell of a amount of a torque and actually slightly more power than this is pretty damn impressive. So yeah, 1 minute 30.321 there. So we're less than a second behind the Beetle and the Audi Q7. And just over a second slower than the Karmann Ghia. But yeah, for our first front wheel drive vehicle, that is not all too bad, quite frankly, especially considering it is a older front wheel drive vehicle. There aren't that many front wheel drive vehicles that are actually older than this. So yeah, I imagine if we take out a 90s or early 2000 front wheel drive car, that we will do a lot better than that. I think it really just came down to the fact that it didn't have all that much grip up in the front end. So, and not only did it struggle from understeer in the corners, but also struggled to put the power down, and that's really what hindered it, quite frankly, because in terms of braking and general handling and acceleration, it was fine. It was just generally coming out of corners really that is where it struggles, because coming out of corners is obviously where you're putting the most power down, because you know, coming out of a slow corner, you floor it, your revs are high, you're going for the gears, etc. And also when you're going into a corner, you suffer from understeer. So it's really the two crucial points in a corner where this car struggles, and that's why it didn't do as well as it should have done really, because it is lightweight, it is really rather powerful, and it is really decent in terms of acceleration. It's just, again, it's the age-old technology that really rather hindered it. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what other front-wheel drive vehicles we can try out and whether or not they can do any better. So yeah, pretty good. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you with the next one. Bye.